Okay, so this is a few months back. I posted a retail store basement switches down there, and that's actually on there's another that's on that side. This is the upstairs of this side because it's like two strip mall units that are combined together, except they're going to be turned into two different stores. Don't know what they're going to do with the upstairs, but show you the switches up here. There's a switch down. This switch here does that one and this one. These are new. There was these bulb sockets. This switch does just those two, I guess. This one does all of these ones. This one does those ones. That one does the ones on the far end. As you can see, they're off now. And this one does those three. Bathroom, light, fan, and then all the way over here are the second switches for these two lights. So that's that one second switch, and then these ones. I think the switches are downstairs for this space, this stairwell. It's just not on that floor. Whatever. Anyway, there's also this room here. And switch these lights. More switches in this place. This one does a light outside somewhere. This one does those three. So does this one. This is a three-way for a row of lights. Right on the other side of this wall. Along with another switch, there's a door. That row of lights there. There's another three-way switch. Three-way, that's along with this one. This one does outside lights. That switch there does these four. Those three are on this switch. Oh, never mind. There's this one. Used to be another one here. This one does these two. Don't know why the switch is so high. This switch here does this light. This one does that. And that. Those three. This one does that row of lights. This one does those. Yeah, this side, this used to be one old thrift store, so there was an entrance into there. But they're splitting them up into two different retail stores. This one does those ones and those ones. This one does that. This dimmer does the light in the little display thing. Let's see, dimmer. here, this switch does the stairwell lights. One up there, one there. Although there's only 2 switches, there's not a switch for up there for these lights, which is interesting. This basement, this is the other switch for the stairwell lights. The 2 up there, the one on the top floor, one there, and then this one. This one does this strip. That was a fluorescent light. It's a one. Switch there. I don't know what that does, so I'm not going to flip it. This room, that switch. This one does those lights. This one does those ones. There was like 3 like tiny little fluorescent lights that I think were on with this section. Like right there, it's a little 2-footer, 2 tubes, like a bunch from right there. This is the second switch for these ones. This one is all the ones in here. I think these were LED already, but looks like they might have been changed. They were all the same as this color of that one. Bathroom. There's no sink, but Granny has the same bathroom exhaust fan in her bathroom. She changed it from the one that was in her condo because she didn't think it had enough sucking power. This one is another switch for those. This one is that one and that one. This is another switch for these 2. That's really all the switches on this side, I think. This switch does that exhaust fan. Just to let you know. It's gonna be such a mess. I remember before all this got painted and stuff, I think all the lights in this area were the same color as this one. Like I feel like they were all the same as this color and the same as this fixture. Well, these are the same as those, but they're a different color temperature. This is the other 3 for this row lights, but the breakers turn off. I don't know what this switch does. I think it might have been. I have a feeling that track light fixture that I took apart was right here. Maybe probably on this switch, because it was sitting over here originally. So that's probably what I figure. Those 2 switches, one does this row, and the other one does that row. And that's pretty much both sides. So yeah, this used to be one whole retail thrift store. I moved to a place over there, like a ways down. Like I said earlier, this used to be, so that basement is way less solid. It's completely different. Everything's ripped apart. Most of the switches that were in that video are not all the wiring has been pulled out, except for one. There's a few new fixtures put up, but only 2 are working right now. I think one's just hardwired. It doesn't have a switch right now, except for the one in like the far corner, like was that closet room, that little like ceiling recessed square fixture. That's still there. Yeah, and then there's the basement down there and the floor upstairs, which you saw on the first floor. Yeah, that's pretty much this whole building. So basically, yeah, so these are gonna be 2 separate retail spaces now. I think they're closing off that entrance right there. So it'll be a step right there. They're gonna build a bathroom on that side because once you close that off, there's no bathrooms because there used to be bathrooms in the basement. There's no longer bathrooms in the basements. So there's gonna be a bathroom on that side, serve that side. And as you saw back there, right through that door, you can kind of see it there, is the separate, so it has separate front and back entrances. So does this one, right there. So I think this will be closed off, I believe. I think so. It's open for now. But yeah. And that second switch, it's a single pole switch. I'll show you what it does. Just go outside here for a second. That switch does, they're on a photo cell, but it still does up. So the switch just gets left on, but it does this light here, this light. They're on a photo cell, and it does that floodlight up there. And then that other switch that I was talking about, the outside light right here, it's this light right here. So yeah, that's all the switches in this retail place. In these retail stores, retail storefront kind of thing, I guess. Sorry for the noise in that last clip. But yeah, this is kind of all over the place. But I did all the switch plates all on this side. Well, there was a lot of the ones over in here were already done. I did one for here, there. Did all upstairs and did all downstairs. So yeah. Actually, should I show you? I might as well show you. Why the hell not? I don't really have anything else to do. A lot of the covers are done in that front part of that side. There's still just this back area back here that doesn't have any covers, but there isn't any, so I'm not doing any at the moment. I'll show you up here all the switch plate covers that I've done. So you just saw these two. I did these two in one of those previous clips. Did these two. Did all of these, all in this room. Blank plate there. Did this one, which for some reason it's still a toggle switch, but whatever. Those, all of these, all the way along there. Turn the lights on. I'll just turn off these two, turn on those two, because I can turn them off from over there. Did in the bathroom here. Did these ones change? There was an old plug, I think it was for a microwave, but I don't know what Minecraft? I haven't seen the Minecraft movie yet. I kind of want to, but then at the same time I kind of don't, because of everything that's been going on with the theaters and stuff. Although that's all mostly in the US and I'm in Canada, so I talked to one of my classmates and he said it was actually pretty chill, so I don't know. Maybe I'll see it. That's not a part of this video. So I put this in, changed this one. Did all these ones. I made a short on this. This will probably come out before this or after those three. I think that one's for the fridge. So I don't know. Triangle plugs. Did all of these ones. Somebody left a laptop here. I'm presuming from the old the thrift store that used to be here. I tried actually turning it on. It doesn't want to boot, but I'm not going to take it. So just in case it has personal data. Yeah, like I said, there's no switch for these stairwell lights up here. Like there should be a forward. There's one at the very bottom. There's one at this one at the very bottom, and there's one down there. There's not one right here, which is very odd. This plug I'm leaving. Still the old one, but I'm not gonna touch that. these two. This was already done in here. You saw that. Yes, there is an elevator, but I assume it works, but I'm not gonna write it. Did that plate there. We had to go and like buy 4 of these. It's really echoey down here, 4 of these double gangs. So 2 for here and 2 over there, because there wasn't any. We had to do it all in here. Blank plates. This one should probably be a GFCI because the sink, I can tell the sink goes right here. Maybe the electricians will fix that, probably not. I mean, this is an older building, so technically you don't have to follow code. Technically. We'll go up the other stairwell, so I'll shut those off. Did those. There's wiring hanging out of the ceiling. That's probably for emergency lights. Although that one's got an emergency. Those got the lights. The exit sign's got a light on them. So, I don't know. There's 2 plugs in the ceiling. The funny enough thing is, in this big long room, the only plug that's basically reachable is that one right there. Oh, I'm in one. It's that one. There's these 2 on the ceiling. There's that one there that was probably for the emergency light that was there. So you have that plug. You'd probably have to run cords from these ones. Like there's only that one plug in this whole room. It's just kind of funny. Did these ones, that one, did all in here. Did that one there, here in the bathroom. That one there. And I did this one here. Remember those co-op incandescent bulbs that I posted about? I saved one. Did this room. I'll have to do all the ones in this area later at another time, maybe. I don't know. This one doesn't have a switch. All the rest of these are switched. This one doesn't. This one is a security light constantly fed. See, this is the break for it. Watch. Stales night light. So how it's mentioned. There was 2 fluorescent lights, like there and there. This is one of them. The other one is, well, that one probably. So yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one.